This is the story of a not-so-little elf who was in search of a home where he could be himself. His spirit, his laughter, his infectious naivete was not for everyone, as he discovered this day. But his passion and drive would not let him quit. And finally, that morning, he found a place that fit. Honkamp Kruger, he entered. The wonder, the joy, begrudgingly agreed to indulge this elf boy. Surely these folks would fall victim to his muse. But he couldn't help but notice their curious blues. Busy as bees, their faces quite grim. The holiday spirit seemed to live only in him. These folks need a startle, he thought to himself. It was time to unleash the elf on the shelf. Cunning and clever, he threw them a curve, but it took quite a toll on his sciatic nerve. Unfazed by his failure, he noodled his next move. These folks were tough, but no match for his groove. He knew in an instant what had to be done. They needed to feel the holidays, the laughter, the fun. Straight to the lobby, it was his first task, to transform their world into a spirit that would last. Ornaments, trees, music, and holly. How could they resist and be anything but jolly? But he was taken aback when payroll got there. You're stealing our thunder. This just isn't fair. But the elf boy was ready and whispered with a wink, I'll give payroll the credit. Now join me in drink. Things were going well, but not well enough. Something was missing. Something was amok. These people needed more. They needed a fire like his. And that's when it hit him. Elfies it is. From office to break room and halls, smiling, hugging, even in stalls. After a brief visit with the HR department, he was back on his way to spread the holiday excitement. Our exuberant elf was brimming with fun until he was audited by Lisa Wigington. His mission accomplished, his face full of joy. It had been quite a day for this spirited elf boy. But his legs had grown weary, his socks a bit slacked, a definite sign that it was time to head back. A few farewell elfies, and he was off on his way. What a spirited bunch, he was heard then to say. Those folks are quite special. They're a hard-working crew. Their bosses must be thankful for all that they do. So as our not-so-little elf makes his way home, peels off his garb, hangs up his gnome, he smiles and reflects on his accomplishments that day. He spread joy, laughter, and even opened a 401k.
A little further, a little further, a little further. There you go. All right.
Sure you got it?
Oh.
The happiest of holidays it's destined to be for you and for yours and the HK family.